Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for June 6th through to the 13th. It's going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And yeah, let's welcome in the Archangels, Ascended Masters, light beings such as the Arcturians, Pleiadians, Sirians, Andromedans, and Alpha Centaurians, and many others, as well as our multi-dimensional past life and higher selves. And also any animal, ancestral, or dragon guides you feel resonant with, Sagittarius. Okay, Nine of Wands, Six of Cups, High Priestess, Five of Wands. So these are the two energies to start here. Six of Cups is a very, is kind of childlike, playful, very happy kind of light energy, emotionally kind of feeling in a good place, being able to give and receive giving and receiving of emotions and feelings here, Sagittarius. There's also a Nine of Wands here, which is, it could be that you just recently, you've kind of decided that you're going to wrap up with something and maybe start afresh here, or give yourself a break from something that you've been working really hard at here, and moving into a lighter energy that could be more emotionally harmonious for you. Knight of Wands. Yeah, and I think you're pretty keen to get started on that. Because I think you've got a real sense that this is, wrapping up here. Ten of Swords. There's something that I think could possibly have been draining you mentally, even emotionally, okay? You've been giving your all here, and I think you're really kind of looking to jump out of it in some ways. Okay, there's something about this energy that you are maybe at the moment you are in the process of walking away from something, finishing something up, something like that. Okay, it's like a transition. Underlying theme, you have two knights here. So I think this is about a general theme, even for the reading, could be that for you, Sagittarius, this is about movement. Maybe there's travel in the wings. Maybe you are planning some travel. And there could be some, this idea of moving fairly swiftly. But it's interesting that with these two knights here, you have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So it's almost like these two knights are meeting and they are working together. It could represent, I guess, people in your life that are helping you out, or that you're working with someone that's really helping you at this time. But it can also be talking about this idea of heart and mind, that you are really, I guess, in terms of your self-care and self-love, okay, with the heart space. You're really making decisions now that are in alignment with that. So it's like this, I guess, a fortification of your heart-mind connection. And I feel that, recently, I think you've realised that there's been a bit of a separation, maybe with something that you have been involved in. Perhaps your heart hasn't really been in it, okay? I feel like that now it's like you're wanting to really bring your passions and your compassion and your understanding to the table, so to speak, in whatever it is that you're doing. And here we have general direction moving forward in terms of compassion, understanding. We have the High Priestess here. Now this is like inner wisdom, definitely some compassion, understanding, be able to see the big picture. And your inner wisdom, your inner knowing here, Sagittarius, is going to be coming forward more, I think, as time moves forward. And Also, there's this idea of maybe learning, maybe bouncing off of others, and perhaps overcoming some challenges, or resistance, whether that's inner challenges or inner resistance or external things, that if you overcome them, it will allow you to move into this high priestess energy, which is, intuition, I always feel, is kind of that midway point between heart and mind in some ways. It's kind of like it's got that analytical aspect, but there's also that feeling and sensing aspect to it. So I feel like this is a bit of a combo. And maybe you're interested in esoteric, metaphysical, spiritual, inner wisdom, sort of wisdom teachings, that type of thing. And maybe this is what you're sort of looking to do moving forward. But it's a nice blend of heart-mind energies. Let's have a look at your outcome. There's something about hard work and either excess of information coming in or excess stress or things like that you're letting go of. 9 of Wands again, yeah. Ace of Cups. Yeah, so the 9 of Wands sort of struggle in some ways is giving way to this Ace of Cups here in your outcome. This is spiritual, creative, intuitive, that which we've just been talking about with the High Priestess in some ways. Okay, so your outcome is that Spirit is going to have your back. You're going to move into higher frequencies of all of these types of energies. And I think that's, part of this letting go of the 9 of Wands, or that certainly as soon as you finish up with this thing, which you are good at, by the way, here, Sagittarius. You've been very good at what you do. But either you are letting this go, finishing it up and starting with something, or I guess you could be continuing with this until you complete it whilst you maybe start something. And, the Ace of Cups is potential. So there's a whole lot of potential here for you to either add in something new into your life or to start something new and let go of something that's no longer serving. And what you may not be aware of as well here, Sagittarius, is that in order for you to move forward into something more fulfilling, which I feel that's kind of what you're doing here. And once again, we have this cup, watery energy of the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups kind of echoed in the 8 of Cups here as well. So this is moving towards fulfillment. That there could be, what you may not be aware of here, Sagittarius, is that there could be some extra information that maybe you need in order to make this transition. Maybe there's some tweaking that you could make. Maybe there's some investigation or some meditations or self-reflection that you might like to do in order to make this happen. This 7 of Swords, I also think, is about strategies that you can adopt that can make things easier for yourself. In the long term. So there might be something that you can do that will make this transition easier, if that's something that you're looking into. Spirit guidance. The Rebel, which is the Emperor in this deck. We have 3 of Cups, and we have, actually it did come out in reverse, and it is the 9 of Wands again. Very interesting. 9 of Wands 3 times in your reading, and in your Spirit guidance, this did originally come up in reverse, which is, it's called exhaustion, the 9 of Wands in this deck, but it's in the reverse. So I think this is meaning that this whole new thing that you're moving into, High Priestess, Ace of Cups, 8 of Cups, and this beautiful blend of, heart, mind, activities, hobbies, job roles, whatever it is for you, is going to really allow you to move out of the exhaustion energy, okay? Or it could actually even be saying that adding more of this type of thing in, like heart-mind connection, is going to alleviate exhaustion, okay, mental fatigue, mental and physical fatigue. And it's really going to allow you to be the creator or the builder of a new life here. And it's going to help you to move into states of joy and a higher frequency here with the Three of Cups or Three of Water in this deck. And there could be, Spirit could also be suggesting for you to find like-minded people that are into the same things that you're into. You know, those things that bring you joy and fascination and upliftment. Finding other people who are interested in similar things, okay? And this is a little bit like this rebel here is broken out of the chains. And I feel that maybe these energies have, you have been chained a little bit to these energies of 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and it's a little bit like you are now going to be doing your own thing, doing things your way. And that could actually mean maybe you're tweaking, with your strategy energy here. If you are in a job role that's taking it out of you, maybe you're going to be changing the mode of that. Maybe you're going to be going part-time or casual or something like that, or maybe doing a different type of job role that will give you a bit more time, possibly, to spend in these activities that are going to give you joy and fulfillment. Yeah, and this is typically also, this rebel energy is about, breaking the chains of how things have always been done. The Emperor typically can have a stubborn energy to it. So I feel like because this is the rebel Emperor in this reading, it's sort of saying that you're going to be releasing, I guess, those subconscious tendencies that keep you in things, possibly Sagittarius, that are not enabling you to be and live in ways that you're wanting to be and live in. Okay, and frequencies and energies. Okay, so this is really great. Plus, it's a power card. Okay, it's like you taking control of your energy, your life, and your choice of activities. I'm going to just grab you now. This is a silver lunar dragon. Okay, bathes you in diamond, divine feminine light. So yeah, High Priestess, divine feminine. Ace of Cups, definitely a feminine receptive energy coming through for you, Sagittarius. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. So I think the causal chakra is up here somewhere. Bit different from the soul star, I think. Could even be further out. This is a 7th dimensional dragon, so high frequency dragon energy here. Silver lunar dragon, you might like to call on in your meditations, Sagittarius. And yeah, coming into balance, which is what I think we were saying is the underlying theme here. This is like your heart and mind coming on board together, okay? Actively looking to come into a more harmonious communication, okay, between your heart and mind. So your thought processes and your feelings, and also how they govern your decisions and how they influence what you decide that you are going to do with your time, okay? Yeah, peace, harmony and cooperation. So definitely this 3 of Cups here is talking about that cooperative, high frequency energy, collaborative high frequency. Yeah, awesome. And let's see what we have here. So the Sun, yeah. So Sagittarius, as you're going to feel more confident as you start to, I think, release your grip on things that have been sapping your energy and moving into those things that are going to lift your energy, okay? You're going to feel like you're going to have your head is kind of coming out from beyond the clouds, if that resonates. King of Swords. Yeah. So this is intellectual mastery. It can talk about, maybe there's a tendency, you have Sagittarius, to overthink things. But it could also be saying that your consciousness, you decide, okay, Sagittarius, and you're going to know when you're going into overthinking, and when you're using your mind or your thought processes in masterful ways. Okay, so, and also higher consciousness, aligning with your personal truth, that's kind of also embedded in the meaning of this card for you. Aligning with your personal truth, being your own inner King of Swords. Excuse me. The Hermit, yeah. You may need to do a little hermit time. I always think sometimes the Eight of Cups looks a little bit like the Hermit. You know, going into contemplating what's going to give you meaning. Maybe you're going to be shifting some values here, Sagittarius. And, you know, in terms of High Priestess, accessing inner wisdom, the Hermit is also about accessing your inner wisdom and your soul knowledge. Maybe you're going to be going to some past life reflection. Maybe you're going to reflect on, you know, past lives, galactically speaking. Okay. And here we have Courage, which I think is the Strength card in this deck. Yes, it is. Yeah, so this is interesting because we have a flower here growing through the stones. And I kind of feel like this is a nice metaphor for you, Sagittarius. Even though you've been experiencing some, you know, some pretty, maybe some low vibe environments, some, you know, pretty energy sapping situations, okay, you are able to nonetheless find the ways and the means by tapping into the sunlight, the higher frequencies that have allowed you to grow and to blossom and to move upward in your ascension process. So that could be a nice little, like a visual metaphor for meditation. Or maybe you'd like to draw your own kind of, I guess, image of something growing out of, you know, growing out of challenge and difficulty, possibly. Okay. So, yeah, strength is also about you, Sagittarius, applying your discipline and, yeah, having the, I guess, the inner knowledge and the fortitude to really align with your heart, mind, space now and being able to bring those two aspects together. And also, if you are tweaking something here or pulling away, having less to do with these types of energies, it really is the courage to do that and to, you know, be a little bit of the rebel here, to challenge yourself and ask yourself, is there a way to do things differently? You know, having the courage to ask those sorts of questions. Tree of Life. Awesome. This is a bit of a druidic symbol, actually, very Celtic. It says here, Circle of Life, clear energies and channel. So maybe this is what this is actually saying here, Sagittarius. I have a feeling that there's some energies around you that you are possibly clearing. And this is very interesting here because if you're surrounded by a lot of exhaustion, here, Nine of Wands, and you also have this beautiful spirit source connection here, potential Ace of Cups. It could be saying that, and also this idea of expanding your causal chakra. Okay, this could be alluding to this idea that perhaps you could become a channel for higher frequency energies, for divine messages, insights, downloads, if you aren't already, okay? If you are already, then this is confirmation, okay? Clear your energies, yeah. So looking at clearing your energy field, doing some rituals and practices, using maybe changing your environment, going out in nature, using sound, even aromatherapy, things like that, to clear your energy field, to help you to move into this High Priestess energy. This is kind of the thing that's going to carry you forward. Ace of Cups in your outcome as well. Okay, so doing some energy clearing work could be of assistance there for sure. And you also, you know, talking of nature, we have literally the Tree of Life here. So being out in nature, maybe doing some tree hugging, yeah, anything like that. Having bare feet on the earth could be of really great benefit as well, as it definitely helps to clear the energies. So yeah, there we have it, Sagittarius. I think we might wrap it up there. But I feel like you're blending heart and mind. Maybe you're letting go of something, or you're having less to do with something and more to do with something else that's more resonant, that's going to be more spiritual, meaningful and uplifting for you. And yeah, as you do this more, the exhaustion will kind of dissipate, okay? That's what I'm getting from the reading for you. So yeah, we will wrap it up there. Look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.